Hi, I'm Jordan,
I'm Kylie, and we're the Beaches.
and these are records in my life.
Hello, how are you? How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Now, thank you so much for doing the show. Congratulations, because you rolled through our town recently, and I think it was like 6,000. You sold out the arena at UBC, and that's like a pretty congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
that was amazing.
So that's one of the bigger. I mean, you've played bigger show. I know you've toured with big bands and played big shows, but yourselves headlining, I think that's one of the bigger shows that you had sold out like on
Yeah,
Yeah,
as your
that's
own,
like
right?
that's probably one of our that's by far the biggest show we've done in Vancouver, but it was it's again one of like the biggest kind of like tours that we've ever done. So it's just like been really interesting kind of doing it on this scale. We normally play in like theaters and
yeah.
moving into like arenas is like definitely it
It's a
feels like a step up.
it's a step up and it's an adjustment. Every time like when you're performing to, theaters or even like clubs and stuff, you're sort of looking down at the audience. And then for when you're at an arena, you have to sort of look up because there's all these people on, like there's all these little adjustments. And you could think that, the bigger space you would run farther, but it's actually more about like taking your time, moving around because you have such a bigger space to play with. But it's just been really exhilarating and such a humbling experience. We've been a band for like not 20 years, but
15.
15. And
Amazing.
so it feels like a culmination of all these experiences to be able to play these really, really big rooms. It feels really, really gratifying.
Your record, No Hard Feelings, it's just about 2 months ago that it dropped, and I was reading before. I had no idea. It's kind of like a rap album, not in the musical sense, but in the amount of collaborators, because you had about 6 or 7 people collaborate on the record. Can you tell us some of those?
Absolutely. We worked with a bunch of really talented writers and producers doing this record. Gus Van Go, our producer, did everything, except I think he didn't mix one song.
Yeah.
We also collaborated with Lowell once again. We worked on Blame My Ex with her.
Sam Willows, who recently got married. Sorry.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Sam. And Karah from Valley. What's her last name?
McGillivray.
Sorry. She's my
Jesus.
good friend. I
And
don't know
she's
her last
actually
name.
in the
She's
next room.
next room.
Uh,
Um, they came back to work with us, a new people. Our friend G Flip, um, we wrote Last Girls at the Party with them, and Justin Tranter, we wrote Touch Myself with them. We wanted to explore some new voices, because we didn't want this record to feel exactly the same as Blame My Ex. We wanted to sort of see what some talented new voices could do in collaboration with us. And
Yeah.
we're really excited with the result. Yeah.
and we were just talking a bit about the live setting in your guys' show. What's a record you guys would like to hear in its entirety if you had the chance?
Mine would be Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers. I can listen to every single song on that one.
I've
Beauty.
been going through a breakup, but Rumours is the one I've been playing again and again. Because I think that it evokes so many like joyful moments, but also like very painful moments. And yeah, I just really like the complicated layers of feeling that are in those lyrics and in those stories.
You've mentioned you've been around, you guys have been together for 15 to 20 years. What were some of the records, let's say if it was a Craigslist ad, what were some of the records that you guys were really bonding over?
We as a band, we really like when we were first kind of forming and discovering our sound, we listened to a lot of like guitar rock. Like
Mhm.
we loved Metric. We also really liked the Black Keys.
Keys, yeah.
We liked the Strokes.
Foster the People,
I think Is This It by the Strokes was one that we were all really obsessed with.
yeah.
And when we were making our first album, Late Show, we definitely were like very influenced by that record. Also, we were really, really interested and obsessed with the Pretenders when we were first starting. Like Leandra and I read Chrissie Hynde's book. Um, so what's the record that's it's their first one. I think
But
it's
the
like a
self wasn't it? There was a self-titled one, right? Learning to
yeah,
Crawl, or no?
yeah, that one.
Oh yeah.
We were listening to a lot of that. And then obviously as it like evolved, we've kind of all developed different taste in music. Like we all kind of listen to different things, but there are certain artists that we all agree on and are obsessed with.
Yeah.
With all due respect to dentists out there, it's important to have good teeth. You guys got a gig DJing a dental conference, and it's like, it's a stiff crowd. No one's dancing or anything. What record do you put on to get the crowd like?
Well, we just did a DJ tour, so God, what's like a familiar, well, for dentists, that's such a specific age group. So
I would do Brat by Charli XCX, but I don't know if they would like
I don't
that,
know if they
but I
like
would I
that.
would
Yeah, it's too. The question is like, is it
yeah,
what we would want to dance to, or is it what universally everybody would dance to? Because to me,
What the
like
dentists
Donna Summer is like the vibe for that.
sure.
Yeah.
and tell us about, I mean, you hear a lot of music on the road, you have a lot of time. What are some good young bands that you've discovered recently?
I really like this artist, Charlie Houston. She actually opened for us on our last tour that we did. She's like amazing and she's putting out new music right now. I really like Spacey Jane. They're like not, I don't know if they're like super young, but they're like really, really talented. They're from Australia. They're doing quite well, actually.
I really like, there's a band out of London called the Thunder Queens who are really amazing. I think one of them is still in middle school, and I don't know exactly how we got connected with them. I think they opened for us once, but I've been sort of following them.
You guys are a Canadian band. We are a Canadian show.
Yeah.
Favorite Canadian record of all time?
Avril Lavigne, Let Go. That's my favorite Canadian record.
I really like Harvest Moon by Neil Young.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful record. You guys have been touring like over the last, like obviously touring like crazy and making records. What's a good record to decompress to while on a bus or an airplane, and which will help some other people maybe relax as well in this, crazy overstimulated world?
Depression Cherry by Beach House is amazing.
Beautiful.
I think that's a good sort of
Um,
calm record that's beautiful.
I really like Role Model's new album, Kansas Anymore. I feel like that's a good one to kind of just like listen to and chill. It's a good vibe.
Thank you so much for being on Records of My Life. Off to the speed round, then we'll let you relax before your gig tonight.
Amazing.
Weed, water, or wine to listen to your favorite music or to write?
Wine,
Wine.
Coffee with an artist, alive or dead?
David Bowie.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Record of your high school years.
I'm not going to tell you the real one because he was canceled, but
Uh-uh.
Hot Fuss by the Killers.
Riot by Paramore.
Words of wisdom for your fans and our audience.
If you're a girl, start a band and never stop partying.
Same. Yeah. That's it.
The show is really nothing without you. So please like or subscribe or check out our Patreon. And this year we've switched it up and you can win a record just for leaving a comment. Thank you again and we love you. Peace.